Hey there, Dark Star here. We are on leg 23 in the Alaska tour. This time we're going to do 3 fairly short hops. So the plan is to take off where we left off at Skagway. And of course the weather's going to be bad, and we're going to fly down here, and I don't know if we're going to cross here or not, but we're going to go into Haines over here. And then we're going to fly probably down this way and around over to Gustavus over here and do a little stop. And then we're going to head back to Juneau over in this area. None of the legs are very long. You can see this is the longest one. That's 50 miles, but we'll be going the long way, so it might take a little longer. We'll add a few miles here. That's a really short trip, so we'll be seeing how this goes. And yeah, and then if we do this, and then I think we do one more set of legs, maybe 2. And we'll end up, we'll wrap up the overall tour. I'm hoping we have enough visibility to get where we're going today. We shall see. It's always a bit sketchy.
Runway landing, gear is down for runway landing.
Alright, over to 12211. I went the wrong way. Skyops, Kodiak, 9 or 3 Kilo Quebec. We'd like to pick up a VIP transport to Papa Alpha Hotel November.
Mission on request. This will take a minute or 2. Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, Skyops, it's a good thing you radioed. We got a very late booking that needs to get in the air fast. Your mission is to transport a famous author on a book tour to Haines Airport, IKO Papa Alpha Hotel November. The author is renowned for best-selling novels and is traveling solo today. Ensure a smooth and comfortable journey. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Alright, let's go ahead and get started.
Afternoon, Captain. We are just getting situated. Just to let you know, we have a nervous flyer this time around. I'll let you know when we are secure and ready.
should not be needing any oxygen today. We're just gonna do 1,000. And that should be way plenty fuel. Alright, let's just make sure everything's good. Doors secured. Set harness locked.
Harness is now locked.
Set harness lock.
Harness is now locked.
Nope. Apparently that's not going to work today. Turn taxi light on.
Taxi light on.
Nope, nope, not working. You never know. Alright, alternator, generator on. Go ahead and get pitot heat on, and we're going to go ahead and get the bypass on. That sets us up here for everything except for those and cabin light. Cabin light taken care of. Alright, let's get our altitude in. We're gonna stay low. CDI's already done. Transponder on standby. And let's make sure it's set to 1200. There we go, standby. Now last time I did figure out how to get some other things working. Let's see, those were, so if we go to traffic map, we can make sure pass is on. And also we can go to weather radar and make sure it's on standby. Alright, we're gonna go to Papa Alpha Hotel November. Let's use our little keyboard. Haines. Check that off. Enter. Runway is going to be 8. And we can pick up the weather here if we wanted. Let's see. 80 at 11. Gusting to 18. 8 statute minded visibility. Broken at 1,800. 2968. Alright, and then if we scroll up, we could get our, let's see, 230 at 3, I already have this one, 7 degrees 2970. Alright, let's do an en route waypoint. Just to help with our bearings and everything. Bavki, that looks like about the right place. Uncheck that. Alright, trim. Alright, trim looks good. Flaps, 20. Departure frequency, we're going to stay on this frequency. Let's go ahead and taxi out. Let's see, so break off. We're gonna pretend like the ground crew knows how to move out of the way.
Approaching runway 20.
Yep, 20, that's what we want. Alright, just verify trim and flaps. Harness locked. Transponder on, yeah, alt now. Heading bug. Let's set that the way we want to head out of here. Toga mode enabled. Prop condition lever full RPM. Skagway traffic, Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec is entering runway 20 for departure to the southwest. Okay. Didn't forget this time, landing lights on, all that on, that's on. We're gonna go ahead and go full. Ice protection. This panel is all set. This one is good to go. This is all good. Flaps 20, confirmed indicator. All circuit breakers look good. Is everybody buckled in and ready to go? I forgot to do that one.
Dark, me old mate. Everyone's buckled up and ready to go, just like a leprechaun on a pot of gold.
Alright, here we go. Alright, takeoff power set. We're gonna get a little more airspeed this time. We're gonna go for 70 as rotate here.
Gear is unsafe.
Gear coming
Check
up.
Gear. Gear is water landing. Gear is up for water landing. Water landing. Gear is up for water landing. Water landing. Gear is up for water landing. Water landing. Gear is up for water.
Okay, flaps 10. Flaps up. We're just gonna hug the ground here and hope we stay safe. Absolutely vital supply run here. We have to get there. That's why we're flying in this bad weather.
Skagway traffic, Chancellor 1 Tango Kilo departing runway 20, Skagway.
There's a fellow Skagway flyer. Let's go, yaw dampener on, heading just in case, and altitude hold, I guess. Or we could just turn the flight director up. Alright, we're gonna climb a little bit to turn that land bridge green. And we want to land runway 8 coming in here, which will be the opposite side. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Seeing some green over there at this altitude, so we should be okay around 1,200 feet. Okay, 8, enter, straight, enter, and load, enter.
Skagway traffic, Queen Air 79er Zulu departing runway 20, Skagway.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of auto-piloting here. Hold that, I hope. A little bit less power. And I have to go look up the airport here. And it does not have one. How does it not have Haines? Weird. So we need to come in from the other end. Okay, we want to have the final at about 900 feet. And I somehow don't have any frequency for Haines. I don't know.
Approaching runway 26. Caution! Caution!
Alright, we're gonna go flaps 10 here. And we should still have landing lights and everything on. Yep. Such a short flight in bad conditions. Okay, I don't even think I'm gonna fly all the way out to final there, because it's... Flaps 20, gear down. Oh wow, I way missed it. I don't know why I was thinking I had to fly all the way over to the shore.
Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing.
Okay, flaps full.
Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing. Gear is down.
That is correct.
500.
Gear is down, flaps are full. We are looking good so far. A little high, but not so much yet.
Approaching runway 8. Caution! Caution!
Not a super stable approach, but there we go. Oh, now I have it. 1229. I wonder why it wasn't showing up before. What?
Approaching runway 26.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bring the strobes off, landing lights off, taxi lights stay on. All of this is gonna stay on for now. Okay, transponder on standby, condition lever low. And Haines traffic, Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec is taxiing to general aviation parking. Or something. Sky Ops, we've arrived and the mission is completed.
VIP delivered, author impressed, end landing, mission complete.
No. We just push them out while we're rolling. This looks quite lumpy. Alright, we're just gonna drop everybody off and pick up the next passengers. Maybe the parking spaces are to the sides here? We'll call it good enough. Alright, now we go new flight. Bah. Skyops, Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec, we'd like to pick up a VIP transport going to Papa Alpha Golf Sierra. That's Gustavo.
Hold on while I check the mission queue. I'll get back to you in 1 to 2 minutes.
Alright, let's check out the weather.
Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, Skyops, hey, we got a short notice charter that needs to go right now. You're transporting Mr. Jonathan Steele, CEO of Technova Solutions, to Gustavus. Destination is Papa Alpha Golf Sierra. He's headed to a business meeting that could mean a big partnership. We're sending your crew over now. Expect to be airborne in a few minutes. Last VIP mission you flew was a famous author on a book tour to Haines. Let us know when you're ready for skids up.
11 sounds problematical. I don't know, maybe it's pretty flat.
Good afternoon, Captain. We're just loading the luggage and securing the passengers. I'll let you know when we are secure and ready.
Alright, we're gonna delete flight plan and we're gonna enter a new origin. Papa Alpha Hotel November. Haines, check. You have to click that off. Okay, and same 8. And then we're gonna en route over near at least Bobkey again. Enter. See. Rico. Looks good. Enter. Okay, and then I think we want to take T266 down to Zonpool. Not sure how to enter an airway though. And it's a lot of zigzaggy waypoints. Load airway maybe? T266 exit. Oh, this is so nice. At Zonpool. load. Wait, what happened to Rico here? We don't want Rico, that's what we don't want. It's not on that airway actually. Clear, enter. Now we want Fombu. BU, FOMBU. I think I said the right letters, but I typed the wrong ones. FOMBU, there we go. I wish clicking enter would automatically turn that off. Alright, and now we want... Jigme. Okay, that looks right. Enter. And then let's go SSR. Sisters Island, correct. And then finally up to Cushy. And then we're on our own from there. Let's see. Enter that. And finally our destination is Gustavus. Papa Alpha Golf Sierra. Correct. Airport. Runway, we think we want 11. And we could go ahead and enter a procedure at 11. And I'm going to do vectors this time. Is everyone buckled up and ready?
Derek, me old mate, sure it's grand to be flying with you again. Remember that famous author we took to Haines just 35 minutes ago? What a character. Anyway, everyone's buckled up and ready to go.
Nice. I've never heard it say like that, like just 35 minutes ago. Alright, we are already engine started. All of that is done. Initial altitude, I'm okay with that. Altimeter, let's just make sure we're right. CDI is good. Transponder, it really should be standby, but we're on ground. That's okay. Just double check we didn't get an oxygen leak. Weight and balance, we're going with the same. So that should all already be loaded. Trims, let's see. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a problem. This is what happens when you land with yaw dampener on. I'm surprised we didn't crash or something. We don't want that yaw dampener on right now for sure. So we want to go a little bit right rudder, and then we want our trims wrong way. About there. Flaps 20. Haines traffic, Kodiak, 903 Kilo, Quebec. Taxiing from general aviation parking to runway 8 for departure to the south.
Copy, taxiing to runway 8 for departure to Papa Alpha Golf Sierra. Mr. Jonathan Steele is on board for his business meeting. Last VIP mission was the author tour to Haines. Still remember the fans at the airport?
Wrong frequency. Haines traffic, Kodiak 903 Kilo, Quebec is taxiing from general aviation parking to runway 8 for departure to the south. Haines traffic. Alright, taxi lights on. Brakes released. Let's just do a fuel check. 138 gallons on board. Okay, is this guy in front of us gonna go here? Did he already go? He already went. Nice.
Approaching runway 8.
Where did he go? Did he just disappear? Alright. Trim and flaps, check. Harnesses still locked.
Haines traffic, November 277, turning left crosswind, runway 8, Haines.
Strobe, landing lights, anti-ice all on. Heading bug. About yay way. Maybe a little more like that. Toga mode. Check. Alright, condition lever max, prop RPM max, pitot heat on, landing lights and strobe on. We are rolling. Haines traffic, Kodiak 903 Kilo, Quebec is entering runway 8 for departure to the south. We are ready. Let's get takeoff power set.
On runway 8 remaining. 3,800 feet.
More right rudder, lots of wind. Here we go. Alright, gear coming up.
Gear is unsafe. Check gear. Gear is up. Water landing. Gear is up for
Flaps
water
10.
landing. Water landing. Gear is up for water landing. Water landing.
Flaps up. Alright, and we're going to turn out to our first waypoint here. And we are going to get the yaw dampener back on.
Haines traffic, November 277 left downwind, runway 8, Haines. Haines traffic, November 277 left base, runway 8, Haines.
Well, weather's looking a little better. We're able to see some mountains now. The nice thing is, if we do have an engine failure, we just do a water landing. Okay, autopilot on, altitude hold. Heading. Okay, we want to go to Rotby. Enter, nav. Right, and vertical speed up just a little bit. Go ahead and level out at 15. I missed transponder. Transponder on alt. Where did I miss that? There it is, right there. Alright, flaps up, gear up.
November 59er54. Bravo taxiing to runway 8 for VFR pattern work. Haines.
Taxi landing lights. And harnesses can come off. And anti-ice can come off, and we're going to reduce the throttle a bit so we don't over-torque. Alright, cruise power set. Altimeter check. Maybe we should climb a little. Well, I don't know. I don't want to. You know what? Let's just skip this waypoint. Ah. You know what? Let's actually go this way. Let's see if we can go around this storm. A little bit less power. And then the reason I went autopilot on is I want to try to use the weather radar here and take a look. Bearing line. All right, anti-ice is all off. That all looks good. Alright, so quick stop in Gustavus, and then we make our final leg over to Juneau.
Haines traffic, November 5954. Bravo turning left crosswind, runway 8. Haines.
Alright, let's see if we can find PAGS. Okay, wind's 130 at 14. So I think I still want runway 11. CTAP here, let's switch over. It's 1225. Okay, it says winds 10, altimeter 2967. 2967. We could zip through here. I'm gonna try to go around that way. Why not? It's an adventure. Let's see, is that the entryway there? I think it would be. According to this, that is not it. Wow. Now we know when we cross these mountaintops, we get beat up. Sometimes, anyway.
500.
Definitely more adventurous flying. No icing yet indicated. Well, wait. I think it's weird the way, like, these streaks are like vertical, and then instantly right here there's a line where they go horizontal. See if we can both avoid the worst of that storm and scoot around this little valley area here. Okay, we don't need that. Oh my goodness. Do not overspeed. This I know. That was close, actually. I need to put a button somewhere I can hit with my left hand so I can get that yaw dampener off. Okay, I would like to be out of the storms now. All right, we're tuned into Gustavus. Sorry, 2967 altimeter. I think that's what we got. And the water here is really pretty. I like how there's still little streaks of snow in the trees. Well, that was worth it. I don't know why it does that little jerky swerve. I just set the heading. Come on. I like how they did the broken ice along the shore. It's a little repetitive after a while. What are you gonna do? Well, you know, best laid plans and all that. $1,500 should be good. Alright, there's our 10 nautical mile ring. I think this is 8 nautical miles out. I'm not sure. Does this say? Maybe 5 nautical miles? So that's 5. So that's 15. And here it's not broken, and then here there isn't any ice. Got a warm spot right there. Uh-oh. Gustavus traffic, Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec is 10 nautical miles out, inbound to land, runway 11, full stop. VNAV armed for top of descent just past straight waypoint if we make it. I do like that the autopilot here uses the controls. Listen in on that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gustavus traffic, Kodiak 9er 3 Kilo Quebec is 5 nautical miles out, inbound to land runway 11 full stop. And time to slow down. Alright, approach checklist, altimeter set, harness is still locked, taxi landing line on, flaps 10, gear down, flaps 20, and because of the gusty winds,
runway 11. Caution, caution.
we're just gonna go flaps 20 here. Gustavus traffic, Kodiak 9er 3 Kilo Quebec, inbound to land runway 11 full stop, short final. Straight in. Would you believe? Alright, autopilot off, yaw dampener off. Put the thing on the thing, the flight path vector on the end of the runway, more or less. Tweak the throttle down just a hair and it'll drop our speed 15 knots for no reason. Trim's good, flaps are good, gear is down. Adding some power, we just got a like a tailwind gust there or something. Alright, look at that windsock. Nice.
Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing.
That is correct. We'll just let it roll out here. We got a ways to go.
Approaching runway 29.
Gustavus traffic, Kodiak 9 or 3 Kilo Quebec is clear of the runway. Taxiing to general aviation parking. do the taxi in checklist. Flaps up, landing lights off, strobe off. We're gonna leave auxiliary fuel pump on, and those transponder to ground, condition lever to low idle, and we don't need taxi clearance, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi in. That guy's running. Is that a player or is that some kind of animation here? External view so don't clip anything here. Hop on. Set the brakes. I'm gonna hop out. Ah, what are you doing? Weird. That's gotta be another player, right? We need proper emotes and stuff. Gustavus, traffic, Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec is on frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. I've still yet to contact another human being on that channel. It's a say intentions thing, by the way. All right, on with our business. SkyOps. SkyOps, Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec has arrived and the mission is completed.
Neat work. Mr. Steele made his meeting on time. Technova sends their thanks.
Sweet, we took a shortcut. All right. So, new flight. Oh shoot, I forgot to do it in Belanta. Shoot. Okay. Well, we'll just say, it looks okay. It shows a stop in Haines. I guess I could even just keep going and just let it hop. Maybe I should do that. PAJN. There is a plane, looks like flying over Juneau right now. It's 737-900, I guess, Alaska Air. Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec is on 12345. Anyone out there?
Kodiak November 903 Kilo Quebec.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
guard. Used for emergencies only.
Shoot, it changed it on me. It's not my fault. Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec is on 123.45. Anyone out there? They should be flying just to the south. So which way south? Currently that way. I don't know if we would be able to see them. That might be them. Yeah, they're at 10,000 feet though. We're not going to be able to see them through this. Oh well, onwards and upwards. Let's see. Let's go back on comm 1. SkyOps, Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec. We'd like to pick up a VIP transport going to Papa Alpha Juliet November.
Mission on request. This will take a minute or two. Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, SkyOps. We have VIPs in the lounge waiting to board. Your mission, fly Mr. Alex Thompson, CTO of Innovatech Solutions, to Papa Alpha Juliet November for a startup pitch event. He's eager to present a new software platform, ensure a smooth and comfortable flight. Last mission, you flew a business executive to Gustavus. No turbulence reported, smooth landing. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Alright, trim is all set. Flaps 2. Gonna do another oxygen check just to make sure we're okay. We have TAWS inhibit on. Transponder to ground. CDI is set. Initial altitude.
Well, hello, Captain. Just getting settled and the luggage loaded. We'll let you know as soon as we are secure.
Is everyone secure and ready to go?
Dark. Just like our last adventure with the famous author on that book tour to Haines Airport, everyone here is buckled up and ready to go.
Alright, we still have pitot heat on, we have taxi light on. Everything's good here. We are ready to taxi. Gustavus traffic. Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec is taxiing to runway 11. Departure to Juneau.
Copy. Runway 11, departure to Papa Alpha Juliet, November. VIP Mr. Alex Thompson on board for startup pitch event. Last mission, smooth executive flight. Gustavus, no turbulence reported. Safe flight.
Weird. Okay. We need to go to CTAF. That's what that was. I keep messing up the frequencies, man. Gustavus traffic, Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec is taxiing to runway 11 for departure to the east. Alright, same weight and balance in here. Hey, don't drive through me. We do need to deal with our flight plan though. Okay, that's PAGS. Airport, runway 11, and we're going to Papa Alpha. Oh. No, November, not Sierra. Juneau, winner, chicken dinner. Let's double check. Might have changed since we last looked. Alright, we're looking at Information Hotel, which is wind 110 at 20, gusting 27. Ouch. Visibility 10, rain. View at 2,800, broken at 4,400. Temperature 12. And altimeter 2970. And while we're at it, let's go back to this airport as well and get the current weather. We're looking at Sierra, which is 130 at 14. Visibility 10, view at 3,400, temperature 11, and altimeter 2967. And that is Sierra, we have that. Alright, that would argue, let's see if winds at Juneau are 120. We want 11, I believe, but there is no 11. Why is there no 11? Because I'm at the wrong airport. 8 is apparently what we want.
Gustavus traffic, Lima, November, Alpha Juliet, Papa taxiing to runway 2. Gustavus.
Alright, what do we have for approaches coming in on 8, right? 8. Nope, this 8. Wrong 8. Alright, looks like we've got a number of them. try this one. SSR might be okay. No. Yeah. Let's do SSR. Alright, that wants us at 3,400 feet.
Gustavus traffic, November 257 Echo Golf left base, runway 2, Gustavus.
We're gonna file IFR for this one, actually. Departing 11, arriving 8. We want 3,500 if we can get it. Passengers 2, freight 1,000. Wait, is it freight or payload? I can't remember which one. Wonder what that actually looks like.
Gustavus traffic, November 41 Delta, Quebec left base, runway 2. Gustavus.
Okay, let's select our departure from 11. Load that. It says insufficient clearance, but the only place we really come close is here. And we'll be on the arrival, so I think we're okay with that.
Gustavus traffic, Mala 40 Foxtrot taxiing to runway 2 for VFR pattern work. Gustavus.
Let's just do a fuel check. We have 95 gallons of fuel, which is... $634 pounds, which is more than sufficient for the trip, so we will continue on where we are. Let's bring up our charts, and we want charts for that might be a bug. Let's try, there we go, okay. At least we can do that. PAJN. We want approach. Oh. That's apparently the only chart we actually get. Yep. Wait, what happened to my... Oh, you suck. When I did that, it messed me up. Okay, departure, SSR, there's no arrival, that's there. Let's try send to ATC and avionics. I see it now, so maybe we don't have to go re-enter it all. Okay. Uh-oh. Clearance, Kodiak, 93 Kilo, Quebec, would like to get IFR clearance to Papa Alpha, Juliet, November.
Clearance on request, you're number 1. Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, Anchorage Center, cleared to Juneau via the Gustavus 2 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 350010 minutes after departure. Departure on 133.2, squawk 6323. Release for departure. Clearance void, if not off by 2324 Zulu, time now 2309er.
Okay. Cleared to Juneau via the Gustavus 2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect 3510 minutes after departure. Departure on 133.2. Squawk 6323. Clearance void if not off by 2324 Zulu. Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec.
Kodiak November 93 Kilo Quebec, readback correct.
Okay. Now let's try this, getting out of here again. Gustavus traffic, Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec is taxiing to runway 11 for the Gustavus 2 departure. Okay, let's just head up here then, see break off. are stuck. Okay, let's try this. Gonna go full condition lever. Wiggling the... Come on. Okay, let's try the prop unlatch procedure. We go power idle. It shouldn't be feathered, but... And then we feather the prop. And then we unfeather the prop. Oh, I thought we started moving because that plane, I felt motion when that plane moved. I still need to post yesterday's video. Come on, man. Parking brake on, parking brake off, toggle the brakes, parking brake on, parking brake off, toggle the brakes, wiggle the steering. Brakes on, brakes off. Feather the prop. Unfeather the prop. Feather the prop. Unfeather the prop. Full condition lever. And this is a ridiculous bug.
Gustavus traffic, Molly 40 Foxtrot turning left crosswind, runway 2, Gustavus.
What else could we do?
Gustavus traffic, Conquest 9 at Tree Sierra departing runway 2, Gustavus.
That's off. break off. What can we do here?
Gustavus traffic, November 9064 Papa Kilo taxiing to runway 2, Gustavus.
Let's try this. Let's try reverse. Brake on, brake off, brake on, brake off. Like usually this does it.
Gustavus traffic, Mala 40 Foxtrot, left downwind, runway 2, Gustavus.
Runway landing, gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing, gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing, gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing, gear is down for...
Alright, let's try this.
Gustavus traffic, Mala 40 Foxtrot, left base, runway 2, Gustavus.
Let that ITT come down below the green. There we go. Let's get all the way down to 150. And then introduce fuel. These are set. Let's go condition lever full. Let's set the brake. What? I didn't pause the simulation. Oh my god, I think that was the problem. Oh, you know what? I think when I was typing in,
Gustavus traffic, Mala 40 Foxtrot, left 2 mile final, runway 2, touch and go, Gustavus.
When I was typing in one of the airport names, they start with P's. That is the pause key. Okay. Let's get taxi back on. Let's try this. Break off. Thank goodness. Okay. How are you supposed to know when you're paused? Weird. I know I had that problem one other time too.
Approaching runway 29.
Alright, hold short checklist. Trims, flaps. Get the flaps back down. Heading bug is gonna be out yay way. Toga mode is already set. Condition lever full. RPM full. Pitot heat on. Landing lights and strobe on. Cabin lights on. Alright. Gustavus traffic. Kodiak 93 Kilo Quebec is entering runway 11. Back taxi. Condition full. Well, trying to exit the plane was key, apparently.
Approaching runway 20.
You missed that one.
Approaching runway 20.
No!
On runway 11 remaining. 5,800 feet.
Okay, well, that's just gonna, we're just gonna have to live with that one. Make sure everything's okay. Strobes on, landing lights on, cabin lights normal, pitot heat on like normal, not weird. Condition lever full maybe? I think we killed it. Waiting for this to go below 150. Introduce fuel. After 30 minutes of the stupid pause causing us to fail. Okay, parking brake is set as well. Now it's just regular brake. Ah, shit. Okay. Alright, condition lever full. Less rudder trim, flaps back to 20. Heading bug set, initial altitude. I think we were cleared to 3,000. Man, it changes everything. CDI is good. I don't know why that's suspend. Let's go transponder back to shoot. 6323. Okay, and we'll make sure altitude reporting is on, dialed in on my hardware as well. What else might we be missing? Let's make sure our flight plan is still in here. PAGs, departure, SSR, yes, that all looks good. Okay, we're gonna climb to 3,000. We got flaps 20. Trim is good. All right. That sucks, but there we are. Power set.
On runway 11 remaining. 5,700 feet.
Okay, let's rotate. Gear
is
up.
Unsafe. Check gear. Gear is water landing. Gear is up for water landing.
Flaps 10.
Water landing. Gear is up.
Now we're looking for 95 to go flaps up. There we go, flaps up. Get a little bit more coordinated there. Let's go yaw dampener on. Now we need to go to 1332, which I should have already had dialed in, and I don't. Departure Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec is with you at 1,400, climbing 3,000.
Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, Anchorage Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000, Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec. What in the world? Alright, let's go. Autopilot on. Heading mode.
Kodiak November 903 Kilo Quebec. Contact Anchorage approach on 133.9er.
Anchorage approach on 133.9er, Kodiak, 3 Kilo, Quebec. Alright, let's deal with this problem.
November 9er 64 Papa Kilo, contact Edmonton Center on 134.05.
134.05, A November 9er 64 Papa Kilo.
Taxi landing light off. We're gonna leave all this here. Anchorage approach, Kodiak, 9er 3 Kilo, Quebec is at 3,400, climbing to 4,000. If you would stop doing the dumb thing.
Kodiak 3 Kilo, Quebec, Anchorage approach. Good afternoon, Gustavus altimeter 2971. Expect the RNAV Zulu runway 8 approach into Juneau.
Let's go 2971. Altimeter 2971, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 8 approach into Juneau. Kodiak, 9er 3 Kilo, Quebec. Okay, I don't understand what's going on. Somehow VNAV got on.
Kodiak, November 9er 3 Kilo, Quebec, proceed direct Manet, descend and maintain 2700 feet, altimeter 2971 until established, cleared for the RNAV runway 8 approach.
Proceed direct Manet, descend and maintain 2,700 feet, altimeter 2971 until established, cleared for the RNAV runway 8 approach, 3 Kilo, Quebec. If I go direct Manet, I think I'm gonna run into mountains. I think I'm just gonna ignore them and fly this approach. Anchorage approach, Kodiak 9er 3 Kilo, Quebec. Request the RNAV Juliet runway 08 approach.
Kodiak, November 9er 3 Kilo, Quebec, runway 8 active only. RNAV Juliet not available. Expect RNAV Zulu runway 8 approach.
Expect RNAV Zulu runway 8 approach. Kodiak 3 Kilo, Quebec. Yeah, we're gonna ignore them. I want to try this one. Alright, flaps up, gear up, taxi lights off, landing lights off, harnesses we're going to leave on, altimeter is set. Weather's looking nice. Could go direct to Chitka. That would put our descent about right now. I'm gonna leave it because we're less than a minute from this turn anyway. Looks like, what, 3 minutes?
Citation 7 Foxtrot Echo contact Edmonton Center on 134.05.
134.05 for Citation 7 Foxtrot Echo. Good day.
Okay, I'm seeing 18 knot winds into Juneau, gusting to 28. Oh no, and that lost our flight in Belanta. No, maybe not, maybe not. There it is. I don't know what this is going to look like in Belanta. It's going to be weird. Alright, altimeter set, harnesses, let's go locked. Taxi light, oh man, hate it when it's doing this. Taxi lights and landing lights on. see, we were supposed to start a descent, so let's go ahead and do that. And oh, wait a minute. No, we're good. What do we want to go to? 3,000, maybe 3,400? I think that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah. We're actually below the glide path right now, so. But 3,400 will work. Try to hang out here in the 160 knot range until we get on final. Slowing down to 130.
Kodiak November 903 Kilo Quebec, contact Juneau Tower on 118.7.
Juneau Tower on 118.7, Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec. Juneau Tower, Kodiak 903 Kilo Quebec is with you at 3,400 inbound on the RNAV Zulu Runway 8 approach.
Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, Juneau Tower, roger, continue approach.
Technically on Juliet, but they don't know that. Alright, we got some nice crosswinds going on there. Gonna hit a little bit of rain.
Kodiak November 903 Kilo Quebec, runway 8, winds 130 at 18 gusting 28, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 8, Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec. One minute to intercept. Want to get below 120 knots for the next notch of flaps. Gonna go ahead and go gear down. Really pretty there. Here comes glide path intercept, and there is below 120. Now we slow down to 108. And there we go. What the world? All right, 20 knot crosswind.
Gear is down for runway landing.
Massive gust changes.
Gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing. Runway landing. Gear is down for runway landing.
That is correct. Approach checklist is complete. Now we're just hoping to get down on the ground without killing everybody. We apparently can't taxi without killing everybody, so. Alright, yaw dampener is off. That's what I should do. I mean, that's easy. I can just turn it off right here. I don't know what this thing is doing, but what is that, like a 9-degree glide slope or something? I was just going halfway down the runway too. I don't get this plane's massive airspeed shifts that it does so trivially. Right.
Kodiak, November 903, Kilo, Quebec. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Okay, huge headwind right now and a crosswind. So we're gonna go like this. Ground on 121.9er, Kodiak 3 Kilo, Quebec.
Approaching runway 8.
Juneau ground, Kodiak 9 3 Kilo, Quebec is looking to taxi to general aviation parking. strobe, landing lights.
Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec, Juneau ground. Taxi to general aviation parking via Charlie, Charlie 1, Alpha, Echo 1. Good day.
General aviation parking via Charlie, Charlie 1, Alpha, Echo 1. Have a good one. Kodiak 3 Kilo Quebec. Hold on, flaps up. We got landing lights, strobe, aux fuel pump off. We're gonna go ahead and turn pitot heat off. There's not really any precipitation or need to keep that on either. Condition lever is gonna go to idle, transponder to ground, and we have clearance, so. And while we taxi very gently, we're gonna look and see if the taxi instructions make any sense. Charlie, Charlie 1, I don't think that makes any sense. But, and then Alpha would be here. And then Echo 1 would be there. So I think they want us to go down Alpha to Echo 1, would be my guess. But wouldn't that be this way? Oh yeah, look, the green lines go out that way, but then come back in over here. Well, I tell you what, whoever finds my crash in this video and is the first one to post a comment, I'll say hi or something, I don't know. One little trick you can do, and I didn't do it here except accidentally, but when you're coming in for a landing like that and you no longer need your heading bug exactly, you can bug the wind. So like if the wind's out at 120, that'll kind of help remind you where the wind is, especially once you're on the ground, because you should be, like we should have our aileron into the wind here like that at least. Okay, Echo 1, this is Echo 1. And now we're on our own. We'll just follow the arrows and hope it leads to a parking spot. If not, we'll park there anyway. So like right about here, the wind switches to that side.
Alaska 176 ready for push and start.
Alaska 176 cleared for push and start.
Push back and start approved. Alaska 176.
Right, brakes on. Now I want to try this thing where we lock the prop. So prop latch, prop to beta. So we're currently in beta. And condition lever to cutoff. Let's get ready for that.
210 ready to taxi.
Skylark 210, runway 26 taxi via Bravo 2 Alpha Golf.
Runway 26 taxi via Bravo 2 Alpha Golf.
That's already
Skylark
off.
210.
Please don't beep so much. Okay, so now let's see if we go, like what happens if we start now?
Alaska 176, runway 26 taxi via Charlie 1 Alpha Golf.
Runway 26 taxi via Charlie 1 Alpha Golf, Alaska 176.
So now in theory, the prop should be latched in a very neutral position. Let's get this on. And if we get the parking brake off and try to go, we shouldn't go anywhere. But we're going somewhere. Yeah, that's not working. Okay. I was just curious. Okay, feather the prop. Cut off. Alt generator off, that's already off. Just wait on those. Please don't beep so much. Like, I get it. I get it. We've cut the engine off. You don't like it. Yikes. If that's authentic, I do not ever want one of these planes. It would drive me crazy. Can we reach this one? We did. really would like the green arrows gone. No, we're good, thank you.
Cessna 1 Hotel Juliet, ready to taxi to the active for VFR pattern work. Cessna 1 Hotel Juliet, taxi to runway 26 at your discretion.
Taxi to runway 26, Cessna 1 Hotel Juliet.
All right. One way or another, we made it, I guess. We'll see you later.